I want to finish my thought earlier on MVP in the NBA being a disappointing award. It's not the award it should be. And here's why. When we start counting up how great a player was, when you start comparing players, let's use Michael Jordan and LeBron James. They're the most oft compared players. And the number that everyone always brings up, of course, is rings. Jordan has 6 and LeBron has 4. You can bring up finals MVPs, and those matter. You get your team to the championship, you win the title, and you were the best player in the finals. That matters a lot. What shouldn't matter is regular season MVPs. And that disappoints me because that should be an important award. It should be an incredibly important award. But Michael Jordan won 5 regular season MVP awards. Michael Jordan was the best player in the NBA for 15 years. He was only given that award 5 times. It is not an accurate reflection or representation of how good he was. And Hembo gave me some numbers to back that up. There's a statistic called win shares that basically gives out credit for team success to individuals. What was your win share? Michael Jordan led the NBA in win shares every full season he played from 1987 through 1997. He led the league in scoring in every one of those seasons, too. In 87, he was the best player in the NBA. He averaged 37 points a game, and he finished second behind Magic Johnson in the MVP. In 89, he was the best player in the NBA. He finished second behind Magic Johnson in the MVP. 1990, he was the best player in the NBA. Finished third behind Magic Johnson and Charles Barkley. 93, he was the best player in the NBA. Finished third behind Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon. 97, he was the best player. Finished second behind Karl Malone. Let me say this again. He led the NBA every full season he played from 87 through 97 in win share and led the league in scoring in every one of those seasons and was only named the MVP 5 times. So what does that award mean? We're just giving it out. It's just a narrative. He didn't win one, give him one. He didn't win. What's the old Oprah thing? You get an MVP. You get an MVP. You got a triple-double, you get an MVP. What the hell does it mean? Well, the last time LeBron James won the MVP was 2013. That's a different lifetime ago. The whole 4 seasons he was in Cleveland, he never once won the MVP. You're telling me he wasn't the best player in the league? He was the best player in the league all 4 of those seasons. There have been 5 players who've won the award since last LeBron did. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry twice, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Giannis twice. No disrespect to any of them. I'm glad they're all MVPs. They're all great players. But you made an interesting analogy, Hembo, to me, which is in boxing, there's the concept of the lineal champion.
Right.
And well, I'll make it for you here because I don't have a lot of time. So I'll just basically paraphrase what I think you were telling me. Was that if someone is the champion for 10 consecutive years, they remain the champion. Even if someone else wins 4 fights and they only won 2, they weren't necessarily the best fighter that year, but they don't lose the championship belt. LeBron James is the lineal champion. He's the best player in the sport. It's not debatable. He has been for some period of time. The last time there could be any reasonable argument, I think, would be when Kobe finished winning his title. So what was the last Kobe title? 2009, 2010, whatever year he won the last one with Pau Gasol. 2010. So for the last 11 years, there's been no debate that LeBron James is the best player in the NBA. So starting in 11, how many MVPs has he won?
Just 2.
2.
12 and 13.
So in an 11-year period, it's actually 12. Well, this one hasn't happened yet. In an 11-season period, he's been named the MVP twice, and he's been the best player in the league the entire time. So it just doesn't make sense to me. So, look, I appreciate the award. I'm not saying we should stop giving it, and I'm not even saying they should change the way they go about it. But what I am saying is the next time we start comparing a player's all-time greatness, just ignore how many regular season MVPs they won, which we would never do in any other sport. We would never do that in baseball, right? Never.
Never.
And we would never do it in football. So it kind of bothers me that we have to do it in basketball. It doesn't sit well. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.